What a goal he scored on Saturday for Luton Town. Any free kicks anywhere near the penalty area, keep your eye on this fella. He is absolutely deadly. And Yedom is back, and so is Jack Marriott. So Luton chasing promotion, Reading fearing the relegation places, and that was exactly the to fail in that particular task. Here they come though, with Marriott going in towards the 6-yard box. The ball didn't come to him. They want a corner. Not going to get it though. By Walsh. Kodja. Might break for Clark here. Kodja onto it himself. The shot will come in across the goal. Bramall it was. Well, it's actually nearly went out for a throw in there. Luton managed to keep possession. Kodja was alive to it. To Clark, who was there on the edge of the penalty area. And it's brought clear by Randall Williams. Played it infield, looking for wing. It might break. That could be a penalty. It is. Chiawa it was who got onto it quickly. Keeley diving at his feet, but not crucially making any contact with the ball. Just stayed onside, and it broke for him nicely, the German. And the first touch was crucial. Josh Keeley knew he was in trouble. Chiawa was going away inside the stadium. Lewis Wing scores. Keeley committed himself to the right. Wing went the other way. It's a dream start for the home side. 5th goal of the season for the captain. And Luton, who'd had a lot of the ball and created that half chance a few moments ago, fall behind here. Ever present this season, Lewis Wing. And that is a...
Now Clark touches it out to the right, and again Luton have plenty of players forwards. Kadir has a strike, takes a deflection. Have to settle for a corner, but these situations from which they have been very strong this season, the best set-piece record in League One.
They played some eye-catching stuff, Luton, just not really translating into opportunities. Kadir's position infield, picking up pockets of space.
Here to get themselves back on level terms. It will be Naismith to take. Movement comes from the back post forwards. In it comes, and Pereira has to punch it away. Didn't get a great deal of time to see that.
Yeah, maybe a combination there, isn't it, of Reading players. I think it's Wing who has the swing at it with his left foot. Yeah, it's off his thigh. Yeah, it's quite essential, so Pereira.
Nick in. He's going to have a go from some range here. Encouraged to do so by the crowd, Lewis Wing, and he couldn't resist the temptation.
Well, there's some players, you just hold your hands up if you're one of his teammates, because he's done it copious amounts of times. Doesn't quite catch this one. Naki Welsh just has to take that in. I don't know why he's attempting the over when he's being pressurised.
West Ham, he had a starring role in that side as well. Now able to utilise his talents as the free kick comes in. Nodded on, and that should be and will be dealt with by Joel Pereira. Good work by Fane, and now he pushes it on. Opportunity perhaps for Luton. Well-timed challenge comes in. Situation which was well read by Derek Williams.
Yeah, not really been tested so far. Williams over nice and swiftly, deals with the situation.
Looking to conjure up a delivery here. Fizzes it in, edge of the 6-yard box. It's touched back and struck first time by Clark. And now Bramall with time to line it up. Sweet strike, and one which almost escaped from Joel Pereira, who gratefully clutches onto it.
Well, it's a brilliant strike. I think it's an excellent save.
And have had plenty of the ball. They've done very little with it. That will have to improve in the second period. Half-time score here, Reading 1, Luton 0. Cheap pass, possession given away. Here's Morris, who might just get it back in. Morris with the strike, and again Reading throw bodies in the way. A real hunger to protect their goal, which we saw in the first half.
Opened up the target, and then you have to once again admire the desire of the two central defenders, O'Connor.
But Mengi managing to cut it out. It breaks for Randell Williams. Now Kamari Doyle. Doyle taking aim. Over the top it goes.
Well, Marriott desperate for the ball to be slid into his feet. He's made his little dart, and with the centre forward, it's a decent enough effort, but I think Marriott found early would have been the better option. On his weaker side, Doyle trying to arrow it towards the top right.
Quickly into Mengi, but his ball is loose, and now Reading back in possession, and Wing nudges it forwards and just gets stuck with Williams. Now Marion, wonderful strike. Oh, they've missed him. Oh, they have missed him. A thunderous finish from Jack Marriott on his return to the starting lineup. The killer edge in front of goal, and Reading lead by 2-0.
What a finish. What a goal from Jack Marriott. The touch sublime, and the strike, the speed of thought, makes his mind up so early. Involved in the build-up, not content with that. Well found by Williams, and just the most gorgeous of strikes. Mengi, you think, is decently positioned to maybe get a block on this. Through the legs, actually, swerving away from Keeley, perfectly into the side netting, catches it flush, maybe gets the fingers on it. The Luton goalkeeper, but he's back.
A bullseye for Jack Marriott. And a quite fantastic finish. Just look at that record, Sam, on his starts for Reading. What a capture he was coming from Wrexham.
Yeah, not had a sight.
Pushed in to find Morris, who's got 3 waiting in the box, but he's got 3 Reading players in close proximity. It's turned in by Jordan Clark, an instinctive finish which gets Luton right back into this game. Couldn't have fallen any kinder. And all of a sudden the mood changes. Luton's hopes reignited here.
Lifeline hadn't looked likely. It's a fortuitous ricochet, which means it falls at the foot of Jordan Clark. It's good play on the right-hand side, and it's Wing back in, trying to do his defensive duties, but he gets it all wrong on the stretch, and just in doing so tees it up for Clark. Not the cleanest of strikes, but from that distance, doesn't matter. Beyond Pereira before he can react.
Just gone beyond the hour mark here. And it comes, O'Connor almost got there. Now Savage prods it forward, and the effort runs ever so slightly wide. Williams got something on it, but he was just unable to turn his effort on target.
Yeah, and it's that reaction again. Look at the Reading players, all proactive to where the ball's going to drop. Look at the space for Savage, or in fact just how he reacts in contrast to Wells, and Williams on the swivel. Yeah, from that distance you think if he...
They have shown a tendency this season, Luton, to score plenty of late goals, 9 in the final 15 minutes of games. Can they take that to 10 here this evening? Yates, it's going to break for Lomwake, who has a go. How about that for a hit? Nigel Lomwake with a stunner to bring Luton level. The cleanest of hits. The unlikeliest of scorers, perhaps, but how this game has changed. From 2-0 down to 2-2, it is game on here.
Well, look, they were going to try and tiptoe through Reading really intricately. I thought it was one pass too many on the left-hand side of the box. Walsh does well to find Yates, and then fortunate ricochet off the substitute centre forward. Batchman taking it perfectly to Longwake, and he won't catch a ball better than this all season. Just drills it, drives it beautifully. We've seen a couple of outstanding finishes tonight, and that is up there with Marriott's.
More of that is the message from Jack Wilshere, who now senses the opportunity that his side could go on and win this game. Could end the night with all 3 points and draw themselves level with 6th place Stockport County. Derek Williams finding himself in an advanced position here. Batchman! How about that for a response? Reading back ahead in no time at all. The game swings once again, and Kelvin Batchman off the bench to put Reading into a 3-2 lead.
Well, if the elder statesman amongst Reading strikers scored a brilliant 2-touch goal earlier in this half, this is lovely stuff from a substitute who would have been really disappointed not to be starting the game. Gets away from Anderson, in between him and Mengi. Well found by the centre half of all people. Really steady first touch, and I think through the legs of Keeley as he slides. Yeah, he's really proactive with that movement. Told Williams where to put the ball and just gets enough purchase on that side foot finish to take it into the net.
Samson's happy.